How's it going? Right here from Manson Team Productions, and I've been in videography for a little bit now, and before that I was in print production. And the reason I'm making this video is because when I was in print production, we had a meeting with the business, and one of my coworkers at the time, he said something that just stuck with me. He said, if the printer isn't printing, then we aren't making money. Okay, so that's a story about print production. So what does this have to do with videography? So, same thing with videography. If you aren't hitting that record button, you aren't creating value. You aren't adding anything to this world. You may be thinking, okay, I don't have any clients right now. So here's where I enter the story. So a camera, in theory, is an unlimited resource, right? Yes, you could run out of card space, you could have to update your camera, so on and so forth. But you do have a resource to trade. You can either trade it for one of three things. You could trade it for your arsenal, you could trade it for your connections, or you could trade it eventually for your wallet. So when I say you could trade it for your arsenal, that means you give out a video, and in return you're building up your skills, you're building up your portfolio, you're experimenting with different shots, techniques, whatever, and you're trying different storytelling techniques for different markets. Second thing is you're trading for connections. So when I say connections, that means business relationships, business owners, different marketing agencies, or others of influence. I won't say influencers because that's a very saturated term now, but someone of influence, aka you're just building your network. And then eventually, when your skills and your value meet up, that's when you could trade your videos for your wallet. You get that paycheck. So if your camera is your commodity, what is 1 hour of camera time worth for you? Is it worth a new connection? You know, giving a video just to build up that connection with a new relation? Is it worth, you know, just expanding your techniques, your skills when it comes to video editing? Or is it worth, you know, a certain amount of money once you build up that technique, that portfolio? So going back to the bartering days, your resource is your camera, which in theory is unlimited. Who is going to say no to trading with you? If it's a business owner, of course they're going to say, yeah, I would love to have a video for my business, especially if it's free, and you say, hey, I just want to build this relationship, I just want to build up my skills a little bit, do you mind if I make you a video? Of course they're going to say yes. That's content for them. That's content for the business owner. If it's for more experience, building up your portfolio, of course they're going to say yes. And of course, if the value is there and you say, hey, you want a video for this amount, and the value is there, of course they're going to say yes. So I'm making this video because it really is time to stop thinking in that scarcity mindset as a videographer, especially if you're starting out, because you have something to give. You have the unlimited resource, that is the camera, that is the record button on your camera. It is unlimited. There's only so many videos you can make for free before you start expanding your network, before you get people coming back to you and saying, hey, how much would you charge for this video? That's when you start thinking of your camera as that commercial printer. That's when the printer keeps on running. So if you aren't running that camera, you're not creating, you're not making value, and you're not putting yourself out there. By the way, in a very content-driven world, it's a content-driven world out there. So you have to get out there, stop thinking you have nothing to offer, give yourself a chance, and you have something to add. Thanks for listening. Get out there and create.